Good morning. Boy, I had to do some catching up, answer some questions for you. I returned a few assignments to you, and so I just want to make sure that you're caught up on what you are doing and have done. You're doing awesome, by the way. So I'm just gonna clue you in on what I have and maybe what I need from you. So just as a reminder, obviously I'm making the video, but I make a video for you. Please take the time to watch it so you can hear explanations or answer any questions that you might have. It kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing maybe for the day as well. So I returned 1.1 and 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your quiz for Chapter 5 in your classroom. It'll be Google Forms quiz. You may use your map. You may use Chapter 5, 1.2 and 1.1, and Chapter 5, 1.3 and 1.4. You may use those assignments on your quiz. I'll post the quiz in this classroom for you to take. The other thing that I posted in your classroom were assignments that we did for today, which are two shorter sections, although the Columbia Exchange one we're spending a little bit more time on today, discussing and talking through some things. So I'll walk you through that. The assignment here, Chapter 5, Section 2.1, is right here, and the reading for that is right here in your classroom. And again, like always, you can go to Classwork tab, click on the chapter, and then you should find the reading that we have to do. So here's the reading for Chapter 5, Section 2.1. It'll look like this. And then I also included my slideshow as well, which just puts some visuals and some other information there for you. So read this section, and then you have one doc to answer some questions on. There's a timeline or a sequence of events on that assignment, and like always, it can be kind of hard to edit and work inside those boxes. So if you need to make your own or print it off, do whatever is going to work best for you, and when you turn it in, I'll check it over. The other thing I added to your classroom was the reading that we did for 2.2 called the Columbian Exchange. And we discussed this big idea of how the world really begins to change after 1492 when Columbus discovers new land and takes it. And from there you have this movement of good things like sugarcane and coffee beans and bananas, which really become important crops for this region. And then Europeans bring back with them things like corn, potatoes, and tomatoes back to Europe, which really become important for their lifestyles there as well. The negatives, obviously, are that you have the movement of diseases and to make these things work or these farms work and become part of their economy, people start to be included in this exchange as slaves. And so we talked through that a little bit. The positives and the negatives that go with it. When we examined the document, we looked, or this idea of the Columbian Exchange, we used three documents. So this diagram, a journal entry from Columbus, and an excerpt from a historian, Alfred Crosby. And we looked at the value of primary sources. You get a first-hand account. You have good information, although it's going to be one-sided. And then you have a historian's viewpoint, which is his interpretation of the Columbian Exchange. From there, we answered the questions that were on your assignment. So really, it's asking, what's the main idea? What's the point that this diagram is trying to make? What message is Columbus sharing here? What's the main point for Crosby's article? And we can find those all. Let me find back here in your classroom. Oh, right here. Right here in the doc. So what becomes important to the economy? I think I took this one off your assignment. You'll notice that. We read the excerpt. What message is he sharing? What's he doing? And I crossed this one off as well for you. And then the point, we answered this. And then you're going to go back through and you're going to reread it because we're going to create a paragraph using our information that we put together. So finding the main idea from the document, the diagram number 1, the main idea from Columbus's journal, and the main idea from the essay. From there, you're going to create a topic sentence, which is one sentence that's going to explain what your paragraph is going to be about. So your topic sentence is going to answer this question: how did the Columbian Exchange change the world's food supply? And then you're going to use your topic sentence plus your main ideas to construct a well thought out and detailed paragraph that you'll put right there that answers this question or statement. The effect of the Columbian Exchange on the food supply of Europe and the Americas. It's a bit of a challenge maybe putting all of this information together to create a paragraph, but one thing I've noticed that we need a little bit of help on is doing that, analyzing sources of information, finding the main ideas, and then putting that all together in a paragraph. So we spent a little bit of time in class today working on that. But first things first, I think I definitely need to get that quiz in there for you so you can take your quiz. And then I would worry about moving forward with Section 2 assignments from Chapter 5. Like always, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email, or I'll do my best to help you out. Have a great rest of your day.